Well, hello everybody, welcome to Robert's Train Set. Last night, which was Friday night, I wanted to do some testing of a new camera angle for my live streams, which admittedly aren't great. You know, the picture quality leaves a lot to be desired, but I can't improve it. I've done everything I can that I know to get as good a stream as I can. Obviously, I'm never going to get a stream, I don't know, like Richard at New Junction, who I was honoured that he came on my stream last night. It was very nice talking to him. He was trying to tidy his garage up. So that was interesting. But I had other people, Alan from Dragon Junction, Dragon Junction Mark II now, isn't it? So if you've lost him and you want him back, go to Dragon Junction Mark II. And John Warner from Piccadilly Model Railways, is it? I think. Yes, fantastic little layout he's got there, and the sidings are coming along nice. He's now split them, so if you want to see his sidings, the 00 sidings, then you need to find his new channel and click on it. So anyway, we're all discussing this, and they all seem to like my new position for my camera here, which I'll show you a bit of. I'm recording the trains going round. So okay everybody, so obviously the first thing to start with is the cameras, and this is my Microsoft camera that I started off, you know, webcam. And it's a good camera. It's sort of it's not the best, it's sort of 720p, and you get a full-size picture on the TV, and it's not bad. But if I move over to where the camera I've used for the shots you've seen, this is the camera I'm using at the moment. Sorry for the Heath Robinson thing. I'm going to fix it up with some, it's magnetic, so I'm going to put some washers on the top of the beam and fix it up permanently, because it can stay here. I don't use it for anything else. And the difference between this camera and the other one is that this is only about 480p. And my reasoning was, although it's an inferior camera and won't give you superb shots like a proper HD, full HD would, you don't need to send so much information down the broadband, do you? Which is the whole problem. There's not enough width or bit rate or whatever it is to send it down as you would like, as New Junction or Jenny Kirk do, or all the others. But this is ostensibly about doing a live YouTube. We see all the, shall I say, professionals, you know, Jenny Kirk and obviously Richard at New Junction and Hornby and all these. But what about the little man? You know, I'm a little channel, up in the loft, got my layout, and I watched Dragon Junction trying to change the motor in his 66. Unfortunately unsuccessfully, because Bachmann had sent him the wrong engine, motor, clever of them. And I thought, well, I'm going to have a go. So I did have a go, and I'll just show you a little clip of the first bit I did. Now, the ones that look professional, that have different streams, you know, so their face and then the trains going around and all that, they use software to do that, and the general one is Open Broadcast something or other, OBI. Yeah, OBI I think it's called. I did download it, and the first video I show you is what that decided my system could take. I don't think you'll be particularly impressed, and especially as I was just sitting talking like this. Now obviously with when you're streaming, and I know all the youngs are going to say, hey, do it on the phone and it's easy and you can do it out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I don't have a phone that does that. I've got a really old mobile phone, which I use for phone calls, funny enough. It's weird, yes. Anyway, so I wanted to use my computer and my broadband. Now my broadband is slow, it's just a basic broadband, so upload speed's about 7 megabits a second, going up to about 12 if it's a really good day. The upload speed, i.e. what you upload these pictures up at, is always under 1. So, you know, under 1 megabit a second. Usually about between 0.77 and 0.8.5 maybe, which isn't very fast, and it's actually not fast enough to, if you were downloading at that speed, you know, your videos would look absolutely well. They probably wouldn't play at all, I don't know. Anyway, so I tried to do the best I can, and this little video is just hopefully a quick sort of show you what I do and how I've tried to improve what I do. So I thank all my people that came on yesterday. I did 3 streams. One of the things I was trying to do was to see if I could swap a camera for another camera while still live. You can't. And so I did 3 streams in the end, about an hour and a half in all. And yeah, I know, watching them back is a bit boring. Better if you can get the chat on the computer and see what people were saying. But when you're in them, they're really exciting, and the time just goes like that, literally, like that. And I tried it at night because I didn't think many people would be there. Didn't broadcast or anything, but I still had over 20 people on at some stage, which is amazing. I didn't get much work done, I was talking all the time, as I do, you know. Anyway, I'll just show you some bits and see what you think. And really ostensibly this might be for Peter Dixon down there in South London, who sort of said he hasn't got Wi-Fi out in his shed. You don't need the Wi-Fi out wherever your railway is, as long as you've got your power for your railway is fed from your house ring main, even if it's an extension lead, you know, with a plug, which is all this is. All this lot here is just a plug plugged in my bedroom, which I'll just show you. Anyway, cheers everybody. So I hope you enjoy this. If you want me to go into a bit more detail, if this isn't enough for you, let me know in the comments and I'll do a more hands-on approach perhaps. But we'll see how we go. Okay everybody, thanks very much, and thanks for supporting my channel and all the new subscribers that have come on. Thank you very much. If I didn't contact you, it's probably because you've got no content and you didn't sort of comment on a video. Otherwise I would. Alright? Cheers everybody. Bye. So the centre of the operation for everything really is obviously my trusty laptop computer. I do get Wi-Fi up here quite well actually, but Wi-Fi can be a bit variable. You know, it comes in and out and whatever. Mine is fairly stable, I would say, but I just thought I'd like to improve it a bit. So I will show you what I use to connect this computer up in the loft to my connection down by the front door. So here we are by the front door, and this is my new router that TalkTalk sent to me. I think it's a lot better than my old one, and also I can get it a lot higher up on the wall, as you can see. It's about 3 times the size of the old one. So how do I get the signal from this up into the loft? Well, it's quite simple really. As you can probably see, nestling behind my very handsome hippopotamus receptacle there with the umbrellas in, is my box that my phone line comes in. Now this phone line is off a telegraph pole, and it's sort of 19th century technology, you know, it's a bit of wire. Nothing clever here, no fibre, nothing. And I know it's a bit of a mishmash there, but basically I've plugged the connection from this up into the router, obviously. But what I've also done is, if you watch here, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see that, I'll show you one a bit closer with the other one, but I don't want to unplug this. This is a TP-Link sort of sender, and it does it through your wiring of your house. So the you know, the wires, your ring main and whatever that powers all your house. And as you can see with this one, it's actually plugged into an extension lead, which is actually plugged in underneath the stairs. And then you might see the black cable coming from it, the one with the nice yellow peg, and that goes all the way up into the back of this router. So I'll now relocate and show you the other end of it. So, except for when I'm broadcasting to the world, the other end of this sits here in my lounge, where the TV and everything is. And it basically, the yellow cable, if we follow it around, and we won't see it with the TV in the way, but it basically comes into my TalkTalk U-View box, because I don't know if you know about these, but they do need to be connected to the internet, otherwise they get very unhappy because they can't try and sell you things. It doesn't work, I don't buy anything, but never mind. It's nice to have it, but it's one item of a lot of stuff that I've got here, and to be frank, I don't use it very much, to be honest. I tend to get it from a satellite dish or whatever, but whatever, it's okay. All Freeview in the TV, satellite in the TV. So normally that's feeding this, but when I want to do a broadcast, I unplug this end. So if I pan into this end, you see the 3 lights going. That's all connected, and you get 3 lights on the other end. And if I turn it off at the socket, boom, they're gone. So they're not working anymore. So you can unplug it, and you can take out the yellow lead. Now obviously I'm not going to take all this lead out and do it, so we'll go up into the loft. But while I'm here with the light, okay, so this one is a TP-Link, and as you can see it's got 200 megabits a second, which, you know, if I had broadband that speed, you'd get wonderful pictures. And if I put my thumb over this so that you can't read the MAC address and the what's the name, you may just be able to read what it actually is. But this is a few years old, so whether you can get, they're probably better now, as you can see. Okay. So I hope you won't be too upset, but you're now in my bedroom, and if you notice I've got a socket on the wall there which I installed quite many years when I first moved in the house. And it's basically a spur, not a ring main. This is coming off of a ring main, but it's not connected back. So this is a spur, and the plug on the right hand side is what feeds the whole of the lot up in the loft. And I did it like this because I was told that if you do it on a extension lead in essence, you don't need to follow all the electrical rules, although I did do quite a neat installation. So you can see it's just coming off an extension lead here and downstairs, so nothing special here, nothing special at all. And I leave the chair here so that I remember to unplug it, because I like to turn it off and unplug it. So here we are back up in the loft, and the trains have all been running nicely while I've been away, which is very nice of them, not fallen off. And I'll spring round slowly, and hanging here ready to be used is my second cable, just a standard cable. Actually I think it comes with the actual unit, you know, that this comes in. So I'll just get this plugged in, and we'll see, I'll show you. You might be able to see that I am connected, and I am connected by Wi-Fi. In with my cable, so plugged into the required socket here, which I think most modern computers will have, or not so much. This isn't that new. And there we are with it plugged into my thing. The only concession I do is I put it in the first socket that's direct from downstairs, and if you turn it on, the lights start flashing. Looks all high tech, doesn't it? And it all does it once it's set up, and obviously it was set up for downstairs. It all works seamlessly. So there you are. It's nearly finished. It's nearly connected. So you can see now that it's changed from the Wi-Fi signal up into a plugged-in network, i.e. with a monitor and a plug, or representation of a plug. And it does this all seamlessly. And what I will do now is I'll click off the Wi-Fi, and you will see now that that's the only way. And I will just prove to you that it's still on the internet by just clicking on Google. There we are. Google's come up, all ready to go. So everybody, this is obviously my desktop on my computer, on my laptop, and I'll just run you through a few things. I'm recording this on screen recorder, which comes with my editing suite, as you can see, and that's it there. And yeah, that's working well. And this is the outside source broadcasting app that I downloaded, which I didn't use, which I showed you. Well, hello everybody. I don't know whether you can see me. Small picture. I'm only on standard broadband, so if you're seeing me, this is all you're going to get. Just seeing everybody trying to do live streams. Alan at Dragon Junction, and obviously Jenny and the others that are really well at it. I just thought I'd give it a go. But whether this is working or not, I haven't got a clue. I'll go and get me YouTube channel up on the telly. I've got it up, but nothing's happening, so I don't know whether I've got this or not. So I can't use that. So what I do use now, with the wandering little pointer on the screen, I can't remember what I did before I put the thing, but what we're going to do now is we're going to go to a program that measures your broadband speed, and as you can see on the right, I thought you'd have some nice pictures as well of the trains. These are the speeds I got last night, and you can probably see that actually the download speed was pretty abysmal, and that was with the wired connection. So it does vary quite a bit, but a bit low the upload speeds, as you can see. I get higher, but that's broadband for you, isn't it, when everybody else is using it as well. But it didn't give a bad result, I don't think. Not great, but not bad. So here we are back at the desktop, and what we need to do now is to get into YouTube. So we'll bring up the old Google and click on another tab, and as you can see it brings up some different ones. So here I am on my desktop. Fine, that's the one that I did, the last one last night. Not doing too badly, I suppose. I don't get an awful lot of views, well, not compared to some of the other stuff, but whatever. So as you can see, I've gone to the live feed on my desktop. It's as easy as that, and you get this coming up, and basically I've got no camera plugged in, so that's why I'm getting that sign. So I don't actually want to go on live, but you ask for a title which you need to put in, whatever you want to put, and you also asked whether you want to go public, which you do, and also you can schedule it to go up when you need to, if you want, or you can just go live. and then you just click the next button once you've filled in what you need to fill in, and that will bring you up to it'll take a picture of either your face, if you've got your face in the camera, or whatever you're showing. That will go up on the screen on your channel to show that something's about to happen, and it will be a still picture. And you sort out your other bits and pieces, and then click to go live, and you're there. And here we are back at the thing, and back onto my desktop. Finish the broadcast, the recording, and there we are. So everybody, I hope that's helped. You don't need really high tech. You need to buy a few components, I agree, and you obviously need broadband of some sort. Obviously, the lower the broadband that you get, the worse the picture that will be transmitted. And the thing I do notice, which is really bad, is the sound. Maybe not my voice, but certainly the sound of the engines doesn't sound anything like on the stream what they do in real life. Although mine aren't great, you know. Go and have a look at Peter Dixon's channel, like his name, Peter Dixon. He's got some lovely diesel locos there, mostly diesels I would say. He's got a couple of steams, but doesn't run them very often. Shame really. But he's got a lovely little layout, and it just shows you what it can do with a very small layout that's even smaller than mine. He's done a really good job of it. And obviously we all wish Alan at Dragon Junction a good transition with his rip out that we've yet to see, but we sort of basically know what he's going to do. And Richard at New Junction, good luck. Hopefully with the lockdown coming out, you'll get on with your New Junction too. So all for now. As I've shown you in some bits, some computer shots and that, I hope it's helped. Cheers everybody, cheers.